When the COVID-19 pandemic started, the Indoor Environment Group at Berkeley Lab was already well positioned to contribute knowledge about airborne viral transmission indoors. The team here specializes in using whole building airflow models to measure, analyze, and predict the transport of airborne particles throughout buildings.
We know that during the COVID-19 pandemic, and even before with influenza pandemics, that much of the transmission is happening inside of our buildings. And so we wanted to do a study to evaluate what the risk is in these buildings at different settings indoors and at different scales indoors, and what is it that we can do inside of our buildings to make them safer spaces and to reduce transmission.
Our engineers used a computer simulation model called Contempt. Using this model, we're able to demonstrate how engineering controls are effective at the near scale, at the room scale, and the building scale.
We reviewed data on the effectiveness of engineering controls, including ventilation with outdoor air, filtration, and disinfection by germicidal ultraviolet light. Although some questions remain about how to get the most out of these controls, especially as viruses evolve and potentially become more infectious, there is already abundant evidence that air hygiene in buildings reduces exposure to viruses that travel through the air.
Our research notes that poor ventilation can lead to increased transmission risk even beyond 6 feet. We modeled a typical office, and our results show that by providing code-required building ventilation and using MERV 13 air filters, these engineering control combined with physical distancing to reduce close contacts can eliminate over 90% of occupants' exposure to potentially infectious airborne particles. In a separate set of model runs, we also consider the effect of masking, which can further reduce transmission risk.
Although physical spacing indoors can reduce infection transmission, widespread deployment of ventilation, filtration, and GUV in buildings across our communities lowers infection spread indoors and can lessen our reliance on social lockdowns. We know that air hygiene can provide great protection from viral transmission across communities, and we have a unique opportunity now to track infection risk in schools, restaurants, and public transit to learn more. We're currently working with schools and correctional facilities to understand how to better support them in implementing good air hygiene.